Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, today we've got a map which is rather nice. It has one or two grumbles about it, but I don't feel that they're going to put you off. They're mostly easily fixed, and I think by the end of today's show there's going to be a few new subscribers to this map, even before the show is finished. Now, today's creator we have done 5 times in the past, episodes 631, 649, 666, 729 and 750, where they got 10, 10, 11, 12 and 11 stars respectively. So, pretty good. Today's map will be up there as well, but as I say, it does have some grumbles about it. In fact, one of them I really do feel like I'm being trolled with. Do you like trolling me? Troll me now, troll me hard. That's right, trolling me hard with the like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day, so thank you for your support. Today's map is Trapper's Pass. Hopefully that's not rhyming slang for something. By gomark. Of course, in America, Trapper's Pass, I guess. There's your start square. Looks good to me. Looks very good to me. And then if we have a look at those terrain heights, again, they look very good as well. Mountains, river, valley, coasts, both sides of the mountains as well. Very nice. And the resources, the windows of fertile land stand out, but that's fine. They look like fields and stuff. And everything else is definitely usable. Off to the workshop, what do we need? Well, no DLC today, which is great. Network extensions 2. We've got 5 lots of trees. We'll be using the Laviante base theme, along with the Aguil Vert, Stray Cats theme Homecoming, and the Not So Rocky Hills mixed in with that, as well as the Relight film Lut. Okay, let's start off with the highways, because gomark is not bad at highways, I tell you. In fact, the layout of the highways, I like the highway layout on this one. There's 1 or 2 grumbles with roads, but the highways I really do quite like on this map. Coming up towards a tunnel, so tunnel through those beautiful mountains. We'll be checking out the mountains in more detail on the opposite side of the intermission, so hang around for that one. Again, they emerge out here, look really good. And I'm specifically liking this bit of highway here. This stands out for me because it does hug the terrain. This makes a lot of sense to me. A lot of lesser creators would have drawn a straight line there, possibly even me. Then we got the first questionable bit about the map. This slip road here. Now it's coming in from a highway over there. Now, where's our right road, slip road, to join back over? I mean, let me show you what I mean. A bit confused by this. So we got this highway comes down here, and you can take the left slip road and just whoop around there, cut off the entire city. Makes a lot of sense. But if we come this way, we can't. We have to go through this intersection, all the way down to the city centre, through that intersection and back. So for me, I feel that this does need a corresponding right-hand slip road to cut across there as well. It'll cut down the amount of traffic going through your city quite substantially. And we're coming down to our first intersection. I like this one. One minor grumble with this intersection, but all told, I like it, okay? It's got something just like almost emoticon about it. It's just lovely, isn't it? They've got some ground level areas down here, which is little roundabouts with little roads popping off, so you can start a small little town down this area. It looks really neat. All the slopes look great. My only grumble really is, and it's minor, down here where you've got 2 lanes here, and it goes down to 1 lane before meeting into the roundabout with 2 lanes. That could have been a 2-lane connector road there. But other than that, I think I really enjoy that intersection. Slip roads are pretty good. We've seen worse. We've seen much worse than that. And then we've got a perfect bridge. Oh, it's a perfect bridge. Yeah, very. I think it's about the ideal height for that bridge. Possibly a node or 2 higher, but that's it. That's fine. Now the next intersection is the one with the trolling. Well, it just feels like trolling to me. I can't see how this error could have happened by any other means. There you go. That's that intersection looks amazing, doesn't it? Yeah. But then when we come down here, this is weird to the top degree. We got a ground-based road with an elevated road going under it. I mean, what? How do you do an elevated road under a ground? I don't get this at all. And it's actually causing this streetlight to clip. That wouldn't have happened. That would not have happened. Let me show you from the opposite direction. You'll see exactly what I mean here. Right. So we go elevated here. Obviously elevated to get across the highway. And one would assume the slip road as well. But it doesn't. It goes down under the slip road. If it stayed at the same elevation, it'd be absolutely fine. But it goes back down into a cutting. But it's elevated and they're going underground level, which means we are getting this, the underbelly of the world. This is not Blue Mantle. This is the gates to hell. I'm just not understanding how the hell that happens. It's so weird. So weird. Which is why I feel it's been done on purpose. I'm sure gomark in the comments, if they're watching, will confirm that they did that on purpose. They're probably lying, but it's fine. There you go. That's Noah's stump. That was the tree he cut down to build the ark. And then little road goes off that way. We'll check that after the intermission, actually, because there's something down there I want to show you. Actually, maybe this side of the intermission. Yeah, we'll do it this side. Yeah. Perfect bridge again. Very nice bridge there. Going down. And I like this again. We've got 2 lanes going into 2 lanes. Going into 2 lanes. Going into a 3-lane roundabout. That is very nice. But then we come over this side and it's almost like we've forgotten to do it. It's 2 lanes going down to 1 lane onto 3. Should be 2 lanes into 2, I feel, again there. But again, not the world's biggest sin and easily fixed with just an upgrade click is fine. But just why? Why? I don't know. And then into the start square. There's your start square. Looks very good to me. And along with a lot of assets of the day. A lot of assets of the day. It's the rooftop sign set by Shibakata. We have lots of designs. I'm going to let you look at all of these while I read today's factoid, because factoids. The Tory Conservative Prime Minister Benjamin Disraeli of the United Kingdom, of course, was born today, December the 21st, in 1804. He was noted for his oratory and had a number of memorable exchanges in the Houses of Parliament with his great rival, William Gladstone. Asked what the difference between a calamity and a misfortune was, Disraeli replied, "If Gladstone fell into the Thames, it would be a misfortune. But if someone were to pull him out again, it would be a calamity." Bless you, Disraeli, born today in 1804. All of those lovely designs there for the rooftops. Some of them could even use in the Western builds, but we've got some really good backings as well. Great detailing there. Shibakata, rooftop sign set. Today's asset of the day. Loads of props. Props to you, sir. Props to you. Okay, back down to the road layout. I want to take it down here. We're going to change the format of the show just a little bit today. We'll come down and have a look at the rail here. And the rail here, I quite like this. Okay, I don't love it, but I quite like it. It's very nicely done. We've got 2 lines. One is the perfect distance for the there you go, the passenger line. That's the perfect distance for that. Let me come around this way. That's a bit better. And it does fit nicely. But also, we can go to the cargo, and that is the perfect distance for the cargo. That is a very nice touch. You might want to obviously demolish or rebuild some rail around it, but it's all set. It's the right distance, and that is always a nice thing. Now, we're going to follow the rail from here, but not the full length of the map, because the rail on this map is excellent. There's not really too much to say about it. It's not the longest, most convoluted rail network either. So what you're seeing here is just basically a good guideline to what you'd be seeing elsewhere. We also have a second station area down here, and this is exactly the same as the previous one, with the 2 lines. Again, the right distance for their cargo and for the passenger lines, and they're good as well. I will question, though, having said how good the rail is, this little area here, okay, this is meant to be like a small industrial town, I imagine, around here. And we have this road that comes off this way, and it will connect up with our network around here somewhere. So we go through this tunnel, and it emerges on this side of the hill, and then that does connect over with Noah's stump. We've been there before, and we're going back over to here, and if we take a right here and follow that road up through the forests take a left, and then that goes up through this valley, and then bears left and goes back to where we started. I'm really not buying this at all. I'm thinking the routes are a bit convoluted for me. First of all, this one through a valley which is just conveniently there, or cutting through a tunnel. I don't feel they would have gone through the tunnel. I mean, the rail's being put through the forest. I feel that the road would have basically hugged the rail and connected up there. So for me, I mean, it's not a huge issue. It's just I don't buy that. I wouldn't mark down the map based on that. I'm just not feeling it. Back onto the highways for a moment, and this intersection. This one's far more fun than the previous one, but I just don't like it so much. It's more spaghetti. A lot of you do like your spaghetti intersections, so we'll take a good look at it. And one thing I really do like about this one is the pillar placement. Look at this. This is symmetry. This is lovely. You've got one or two that is slightly out of alignment, but I understand why, and I'm not moaning about it. Everything about that is very nice. There's no pillars in the roads. All the elevations look good. All the the gradients on the ramps look amazing. Just really good work. Take a bow, Mr. Gomark, or Miss Gomark. I always assume Mr. And I know that sometimes it's going to be a miss. So what the hell? What the hell? Take a bow to you, Gomark. Anyway, Gomark, you. The rail, anyway, the rail is fine. We'll just follow it off because of tradition's sake, so close to Christmas, we'll follow the rail off the edge of the map. And then we'll do a little intermission.
Want to add a custom hedge maze to your park but don't have the time to build one? Why not try BonBonB's modular hedge maze set? This guide will show you how to select and use the right units. Click the information button below.
And so back to Trappers Pass by Gomark and shipping routes. We have this one. This one comes in, it loops around this island. That is fine. And then it loops back round and connects back up. I'm okay with that. I think a dead end one would have been fine, or maybe connecting across the opposite side of the bay would have been okay as well, but that's fine. And then we've got this one, which is great, and it goes down the perfect route, down past the harbour area, and then off towards the edge of the map, which means we can have a look at the water flow. And we have some proper mountain rivers, or a proper mountain river, and it does feel quite nice. It does feel there's a good amount of water running down it. There's definitely a decent amount of depth to these rivers as well. Again, the river runs through past some nice looking river islands going on there as well, and then that loops off and into the bay. So that's all good. That is all good. But let's have a look at the map as a whole. First of all, there's so much good stuff going on here. Where to start? We'll look at that in a minute. Let's start off by panning. There we go. Start by panning, of course. Panning. It looks great, doesn't it? Doesn't it look great? It's just one of those maps that has a natural beauty to it. We have got some theme mixing going on, and that is bringing a little bit of extra shine to it. You will want to mix the themes, otherwise the snowy hills will be sandy hills, and you don't really want that. Let's start this side of the map anyway. Start over here. Now I know where we're going to go. Like the shape of this island. This island's got something about it. Okay, not totally awe-inspiring, but there's a change of elevation up here. We've got a little detailing up here as well. I like the way those standing stones have been worked into the vanilla asset underneath. Don't think we've seen that before, not on this show anyway. So that's all very nice. Then over here, off in the fog, we have got the Pioneers settlement. I'm feeling America here, because look at the distance between these houses. This does feel like we're the first to settle here. We've got all the space in the world. I'm going to be a long way from my neighbours, so we don't hear their music thumping at night. The jetty looks fine to me. I'm believing that, but I'm getting the like an American vibe going on there. Then we have the Essential Lighthouse. Isn't she lovely? With some sort of path marked out as well, which is very tidily done. Yep, happy with that. Then we have Ready-Made Harbour. It's quite long and quite straight, but it does the job. If you want to be building a harbour town, that makes sense. But we do have a little bit of Blue Mantle, and this is Blue Mantle over here. Cannot forgive that. Naughty. Then we have the mountains, and the mountains look great. They really look great. First thought, I thought they looked a little bit pixelated. Look, they looked a little bit pixelated, but no. Pull back a little bit, move over this side. You can see the lines of sediment, the sedimentary lines even. And I feel it works really well. It could have gone badly wrong. It could have just looked like just a pixelated mountain range, but it works really well. And even this point here, which I wasn't sold on at first, it grew on me in the space of, well, seconds. So that pointy bit there, I like it. I feel it adds something to the map. Very nice. Okay, let's have a look at some of these mountain streams. We have a water spawn point up here. You can just about see the snow melt there going on. And then it just trickles down here, and it just evolves from like snow melt into a mountain stream, into a windy river with rapids going on here, and then it levels out. So we come down from the mountains, and now it becomes a lazy river, a lazy river. Could say that maybe the foliage could be a little bit closer to the riverbank. I don't have a huge problem with it. I feel that it doesn't look bad for what's been done. I just feel that maybe a little bit of more foliage, just a bit closer, a little bit of variation in how close it is to the edge of the riverbank. But it's okay, it's fine, it's perfectly fine. And then we'll have this island here under the bridge. But then something is going to happen that I don't really understand. Okay, so the lazy river, and then it transitions into rapids to exit out into the ocean. Now, I do know this can happen, but I'm not buying it on this map. Not after all that distance, and then suddenly, I just feel that would have eroded down. I feel that would have eroded down to some sort of delta or something I don't buy it. We've got a lake over here. It's a nice lake. I have no huge issues with this lake. Nice island there, not really usable for anything, but it's nice. And a nice island over here. Again, not usable for much, but we have a nice castle on it. And in terms of location, yep, that is very defendable indeed. I like that. Simple. Simple is sometimes all you need to do. Now, if there is a weakness with this map, I'm going to say it's the shorelines. Like, there's nothing wrong with this. If you look at that island, that's perfectly fine. But compare that with what we've been looking at with the mountains and with the rivers and such. That shoreline is just a little bit disinteresting. You could do a lot of work with this island, don't get me wrong, it's very buildable. And the same with this little island here. This is also buildable. Oh, I forgot to record closer with the, we've got some gun points there which are facing the wrong way, but we'll ignore that. We'll ignore that. If I don't show it to you, it doesn't count, does it? No. But if you look at the shoreline, even the shoreline around the coast there, it's just a little bit one-dimensional. I feel they could just add a little bit more dimension with that, either by jutting in or by some erosion or some cliffs or something. Something just seems a bit boring, I'm afraid. Even this lake's just kind of a little bit bubbly in shape. Don't mind this little lake actually. With this first one we had a quick glance at. I don't see this lake being any other shape than the one that it is. So that one being tucked in there, I'm okay with that one. And we've even got a little path that's been marked out as well, which we've already seen. Anyway, that's very tidy. So anyway, what do you think of this map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. I would be very surprised if it isn't. Oh, look, that pillar on the far side. It's just a little bit non-aligned vertically. Oh, naughty. Anyway, where were we? Aesthetics. Aesthetics are very good, aren't they? Sorry, do you hear my chair creaking? Yeah, it's my chair, promise. Anyway, yes, aesthetically it's very nice. I can't give it the 5th star because I'm not totally sold on those shorelines. I'm not really buying it, but it's a very high 4 stars for aesthetics. Very nice. Detailing, on the whole, very good. It's 4 stars on the whole. There are a few glaring errors, not so much to bring it down to 2 stars, but definitely enough to dent it down to 3. 3 stars for detail. Gameplay potential, I think this is very playable. can't push anywhere near for a 5th star because I am going to question mark the amount of chores we're going to have to do just to bring it up to detailer standard, and it does feel like a detailer's map. So I'm going to go 4 stars. I think it's very playable. I'd like to have a go. I want to have a go. Anyway, there you go. Trappers Pass by Gomark. Not feeling it for the seal of approval though, I'm afraid, but definitely feeling it as it's a great map, and I reckon a lot of you are going to be signing up to that one even before we got to the end of the show. I told you, didn't I? Anyway, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing, for joining me for another map in the What's Map series. We have 2 to go, one on Monday, one on Tuesday, and then it's the end of the year. The best of the year, the map of the year series. Be hanging around for that one, won't you? Got some great ones this year. That's it for me. I've been BonBonB. You've been very, very welcome. I'll see you tomorrow for the Steam Weekly Chart Show.